stop guessing where the price is going next. I'm going to show you how to filter out bad trades by simply identifying the trend. Now let's talk about one of the two most important foundations in trading, and that is something called market structure or market structure and trends. And this is something you basically need to learn before everything else. And the very basics here of market structure is that you need to learn about trends and you need to learn about ranges. And first of all, we have two main types of trends. We have the uptrend and we have the downtrend. And in order to have an uptrend, we need to have both higher highs and higher lows. So let me show you right here. So when the market moves, the market might move something like this, something like this, something like this, something like this. This right here is what we call a high. We usually just write an H, and this right here is what we call a low. We usually just write an L. And in order to have an uptrend, we need to continue to print both higher highs. So for example, this right here is a high, but it's higher up, so we call it a higher high. And this right here is a higher low because it's a low point, but it's higher up. And as long as this pattern continues, we have an uptrend. But it's very important to notice that we need to have both higher highs and higher lows to have an uptrend. So if we, for example, let's say we have a market that looks something like this. You can see in this kind of market, we are having, one high right here, then we have a higher high, and then we have an another higher high. So some beginners might look at this and think, this is an uptrend, right? Well, it's not an uptrend because we can see that the lows here are all on the same level. So this is not, an uptrend. So this is very important to have in mind. We need to have both higher highs and higher lows to have an uptrend. And the same thing is of course true for the downtrend, but the opposite. In order to have a downtrend, we need to have both lower highs and lower lows. So, let's say we have a market that looks something like this. This right here is a downtrend because we have a high, we have a lower high, we have yet another lower high right here. We have a low, we have a lower low, we have yet another lower low. But if this market stops printing, either, lower highs or lower lows, so let's say that this market might go something like, this. You can see now it has passed the point of the lower high. At this point, we are no longer in a downtrend. But it's very important to notice here that this does not mean, when we break this point right here, this does not mean that we automatically go into an uptrend, because we do have yet another state that you need to know about, and that is that we have sideways movement. So this is all the market conditions that are not an uptrend or a downtrend we count as a sideways market. And when most especially beginners think about sideways markets, we think about a market that goes something like this. The market trades here in between two clearly defined lines. We call the bottom line here is known as support, and the upper line here is known as resistance. And we will talk about this very soon. Support and resistance, very important concept to learn. But most traders, when they think about ranges, they think about a market that looks something like this. And this is true. This right here is one type of range, but we have many other types of market as well. For example, let's say that we have a market that looks something like this. This right here is a market where we're printing, we have a low, we have a high, but then we have a lower high and we have a higher low, and so on and so on. So this is neither an uptrend or a downtrend. This is actually one type of a sideways market. This is actually almost looking like a triangle, right? And this is a specific pattern we call it a symmetrical triangle, and that is what is known as a chart pattern. We will talk a little bit about that later in this video, but I also have a full course on chart patterns. So I'll make sure to link that course up in the video card as well as the description. But for now, all you need to know is that ranges does not or sideways market doesn't have to be perfect ranges. They can also be, you know, triangles, and they can also be, you know, markets that maybe look, you know, something like this, right? Actually, in real markets, you will many times see price movements like this, because real markets are often not these kind of perfect markets that you see in textbooks. And here, a very important principle, especially for beginners, is that it's important that, you know, you should start by analyzing the trend. Because in order to, you know, take a trading decision, some trading strategies only works in uptrends. Some trading strategies only works in sideways markets, and so on and so on. So what we first need to do is to identify if we even are in an uptrend, downtrend, or sideways markets in the first place. This basically filters out the bad trades. Alright, okay, so now let's actually jump back here into TradingView. We are looking here at the daily time frame, and we are looking at gold. So every candlestick on this chart represents 1 day. And if you are still on this point in the course and you don't have TradingView yet, from now and you know, in the future, we will be using TradingView a lot. So I highly recommend to get TradingView right now. And as I said, I do have a special link that will be in the description and the pinned comment. So make sure, guys, to get TradingView. And now let's actually start to analyze this chart right here. And the first thing we can see, if we analyze this sort of recent trend right here, we can see that the price sort of started down here. It pushed up, right, to this point. Then it fell back. This right here is what is called a pullback. And this first move right here is what is called an impulse or impulsive moves. And trends are basically built on impulsive moves and pullbacks. Impulsive moves and pullback. So, for example, right here, we have the next impulsive move. And you can see that we actually print a higher high, a slightly higher high here. Then we pull back once again. Then we have an impulsive move all the way up here, right? Then we pull back once again. We have an impulsive move that we are in right now. And we have a potential, you know, pullback coming. But remember here, as long as we are printing, you know, we have a low, we have a higher low, we have a higher low, and so on and so on. We have a high, we have a higher high, and so on and so on. As long as this pattern continues, we are in an uptrend. But when you also can notice, if we zoom out a bit more here, you can notice that this recent trend right here, this one was, you know, relatively simple to read. We had this nice impulsive move, pullback, impulsive move, pullback. But in real trends, in real markets, you will many times find much more harder markets to read. For example, this recent move right here for gold almost looks like a straight line, right? This is almost what we call a parabolic move to the upside. And these moves can actually be much harder to trade compared to these sort of perfect, or this one is not perfect, but much more clear trends. Then, if we scroll back even more, you can also see that here we have a very interesting thing. Here it almost looks like we have some sort of, you know, pattern, right? We have some sort of resistance, it looks like, and then we have some sort of upward sloping support. This is another thing you will often see in markets. This is chart patterns that I talked about earlier. But what you hopefully can clearly see is that the overall trend here is clearly to the upside. But we do have many sort of pauses in the trend. So for example, right here, and we can also actually almost look like this part right here as a pause in the trend, and so on and so on. So we as traders need to be able to read both trends, but also these pauses, because these pauses can actually be very good opportunities to, you know, find trades and as a result make money. Alright, so now the time has finally come to learn about support and resistance. This video was just a very short clip from our full trading course for beginners right here on YouTube. To watch the full course, all you need to do is to click or tap on the screen right here. I hope to see you all over there very, very soon.